Forgiveness. There was a man with a stormy past. His youth was filled with gangs, protection rackets, robberies, brawls, and mutual liquidation. His middle age was filled with hidden favors, gang feuds, and brutal revenge. But when he returned home in the twilight of his life, he had become a different man. He lived quietly, patiently, always ready to help others, even those who challenged, mocked, or belittled him. Many whispered behind his back, calling his behavior hypocritical. He endured slander and cruel deceit, but he remained calm, tolerant, and generous. Could he truly let go of the past and become a new man? Deep inside, there was still a silent torment and spoken emotions buried deep in his soul. He often visited a monk in a small temple hidden behind the mountains. During their conversations, he confided that he could forgive everyone, except himself. The monk never gave him any advice, not a word. Then one day, while they were having tea together in the rain, the monk told the man a story. And like all stories, it began with, "Once upon a time."
Once upon a time, in a forest in the northwest, there lived a woodpecker, quite unlike any other, extraordinary in both beauty and behavior. While most woodpeckers feast on bugs, worms, and insects, this one couldn't bear taking another creature's life. Instead, he fed only on buds, blossoms, and fruit. He was also known throughout the forest for his kindness and willingness to help others. One day, while flying above the trees, the woodpecker heard moans of pain from below. He flew down and saw a tiger lying on its side, gasping and groaning. Perching on a nearby branch, the woodpecker asked, "Oh, Lord of the Beasts, what's happened to you? Have you been struck by a poisoned arrow or fallen ill?" The tiger replied, "Oh, kind little bird, neither. A sharp bone is stuck in my throat. It's swollen, and I'll soon die if I can't get it out. I can't swallow or cough it up. Please, help me if you can." The woodpecker thought for a moment, then found a sturdy stick nearby. He asked the tiger to open its mouth wide, wedged the stick between its upper and lower jaws, and with the great mouth agape, the bird flew into the tiger's throat where the bone was lodged. Carefully, he used his beak like a hammer, tapping gently on each side of the bone. Finally, it broke loose. He woodpecker grabbed the pieces and flew out of the tiger's mouth. He removed the stick, and the tiger let out a relieved sigh. It muttered a short thank you and wandered off to rest and recover. The woodpecker, happy to have helped, flew off in search of fresh buds and fruit. Months passed, and a terrible drought struck the forest. With no seasonal rains, all the tender shoots wilted, flowers and fruit withered. The woodpecker went days without eating. Weak and on the brink of death, he lay motionless, reflecting on his situation. Then a wise owl flew over. "Dear woodpecker," said the owl, "your condition is partly your own doing. Everyone knows you're virtuous, but the truth is woodpeckers are meant to eat insects. By consuming bugs, especially leaf-eating and bark-boring pests, you protect the trees. But you refused. You also ate the young shoots of those same trees, and now the plants can't regenerate. When the drought came, the trees had nothing left to resist it. They die, you die, even the bugs die. Live true to yourself. Live as a woodpecker." This struck the woodpecker deeply. He realized that his compassionate actions had, in fact, led to great harm. He was anguished by his ignorance, angry at himself. "I'll never forgive myself," he told the owl. The owl replied, "The only thing that matters now is finding food to stay alive." Everything else can come later. Then it flew away. Though weak, the woodpecker pushed himself to fly again this time, ready to eat whatever he needed to survive. Meat, insects, worms. Flying over a scorched field, he spotted the very tiger he had once saved, feasting on a calf. Since the calf was already dead, the woodpecker thought this might be the perfect chance to eat meat again. A small first step to restore his strength. He flew down and paced near the tiger, waiting politely for an invitation to join the meal. But none came. Driven by hunger, he finally spoke. "Oh, kind sir, today I come humbly to ask for just a morsel, so I might not starve." The tiger looked up from its meal and growled. "How dare you approach me like this? You were lucky to be the only creature ever inside a tiger's mouth and live to tell the tale. That was more than enough. Leave now, or you'll become my dessert." Humiliated, the woodpecker flew up to the highest branch. The owl, who had been watching all along, swooped beside him. "I saw what happened," said the owl. "Why let that ungrateful beast insult you after all you did? Fly back, peck out its eyesore. At least take some meat with your speed. You easily could." But the woodpecker replied, "Don't say that. I have no right to punish others." I didn't help him expecting anything in return. If I had, it would have been alone, not compassion. The owl nodded. "You truly are a bird of deep compassion. But tell me this, how can you forgive such a thankless creature and not forgive yourself? If you can't forgive yourself, is it really compassion?" And once more, the woodpecker awakened. That's right, only by forgiving oneself can one truly forgive others. He bowed low to the wise owl and flew away. That night, the skies opened and heavy rain fell, and from within the parched bark, he could hear the stirrings of tender green shoots. Not just from the forest, but from inside himself.
Dear friends, some thoughts from the story. Life is the greatest mystery, surpasses all understanding. No explanation can justify all the pain, anger, cruelty, destruction, and hunger in the world. Goodness and evil intertwine, and both play their part in life's unfolding. You cannot fully explain it, nor can you change it. When you reject or resist it, you become the problem. A woodpecker is a woodpecker and it eats bugs. That's neither good nor evil. It's simply reality. When the woodpecker ate buds instead and called it compassion, he went against life, against his own nature, and that's when he became the problem. So have you ever found yourself like the woodpecker? Sometimes we show compassion, hoping to be rewarded by others, by the universe, by the heavens. When that happens, it's not compassion, it's just a transaction. If you cannot forgive yourself, show kindness to yourself, have compassion for yourself. Then all your acts of kindness toward others are just performance. Everything begins from within. Forgiveness, compassion, and kindness must first live in your own heart before they can truly live in the world. If I were a parent sharing this story with my child or teenager, here are the heartfelt messages I'd want to pass on, woven gently through the wings of that woodpecker and the silence of that old tiger. Messages I'd share with my child. 1. Compassion is not a transaction. Help others not because you expect something in return, but because it is the right thing to do. If you only give kindness hoping for rewards, you are making an investment, not being truly kind. 2. You must forgive yourself first. It's easier to forgive others than to forgive yourself. But if you carry guilt without ever letting it go, you can't truly move forward or feel whole again. 3. Being good doesn't mean denying who you are. A woodpecker tried to be something it was not, thinking that would make it better. But rejecting who you truly are can create more harm than good. Being yourself, easily, responsibly, is the most powerful thing you can be. 4. Not everyone will appreciate your kindness. The world won't always thank you. Some may mock you, take you for granted, or even betray you. But don't let that change your heart. Your kindness is about who you are, not who they are. 5. Life is messy. Embrace it. Good and bad coexist. Just like sunlight and shadow. Ain't trying to control or perfect life will only exhaust you. What you can do is face life with courage, curiosity, and grace. 6. You are not your mistakes. Your past does not define you. How you learn, grow, and choose today does. Don't carry your failures like chains. Let them teach you and let them go. 7. True strength is gentle. It takes real courage to walk away from revenge. Choosing peace over pride, forgiveness over fury, that's not weakness. That's strength in its purest form. If I ever told this story to my own child, I'd want them to hear not only the parable, but also this unspoken truth. You are worthy of forgiveness, even from yourself, especially from yourself. And just like the woodpecker heard the rain and the stirring seeds inside, you too carry the power to begin again.
Thanks for following the whole story. Bye-bye.